Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for taking some time to click on this video. I have my giant haul for you for this week so far, because you never know what kind of coupons we might get on Sunday. But I just want to talk about a little CVS stuff first. So if you're watching this video just for that, we'll do that first and get that out of the way. I went ahead and got these cookies today with my 20% off. So here is what I really want to talk about though. So I have two accounts that I mainly shop on, mine's and my husband's, and my son also has an account, which, we don't really use much. It's just kind of there for when the deals are too good that, maybe you want to do them again. All right. I actually want him to really start learning how to coupon, on his own too, because I think it'll be a good skill for him to have when he, goes out on his own. So I only get a 10 off of 70, or last week I got a 20 off of 80 on the one account. That's what I get it on, and that's totally fine. I'm very blessed to have that. Because there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to getting a % off coupon that you can use, like on Friday or Saturday, so that you'll have you hopefully get a purchase-based coupon for Sunday. So this past week, I had gotten on Thursday a 20% off like I normally did. This was last week. And I went into CVS on like Saturday, spent it, got that 20 off of 80. Well, when I had gotten that % off coupon last Thursday, a little over a week ago, the next day, I believe it was Friday, I just went into the other two accounts on my laptop, into my CVS, those two CVS accounts, and I went into my preferences and I turned off that I wanted email communications. And then I left that screen, went back out into, my CVS account, then I went back into that screen and turned it back on and then logged out. But the next morning in both accounts, I got emails from CVS, not like % off emails, but just like, hey, these are the deals right now, kind of like advertisement emails. And then yesterday I got % off coupons in all three accounts, and that has never happened before that I can remember. So I was like, wow, so I'm really curious to see what's going to happen. So, I mean, there's no guarantee that a % off coupon when used will produce a purchase-based coupon, but the fact that they now showed up in those two accounts I thought was fantastic. So when I went into CVS today, I did spend all three of those % off coupons because I wanted to see what's going to happen. So for the two accounts I don't use very much, the one that I use to get smaller deals on, or the one I never use, they got 10% off on both of those, and I just went in and bought a caramel and used that, and I think it's like 35 cents. So I'll be really curious to see what shows up, and I'll keep you guys posted. But in my main account, where I usually do get a % off coupon that triggers a purchase-based coupon, I got 20% off, and I used it on these cookies that I talked about in my last week's CVS video, because it works out really well. And I don't know that I've ever tried these. I know they're popular. I know they've been around for like a long time, but so I figured we'd give them a shot. So they are $7.99. And then my 20% off took it down to $6.39. There's no tax or anything, I guess, because they're food. So that took it down to $6.39. And then on ShopKick, we have 1,350 kicks, plus you'll get 10 walk-in kicks, plus you'll get 15 scan kicks for this item. So that gives you $5.50 back on ShopKick, making it just 89 cents if you want to use your 20% off on this. So just wanted to put that out there first. The other spectacular thing that happened this week is on the same day where I got % off coupons, which was, I guess, yesterday? Yeah, in all of my accounts, I also got a 10 off of 70 at Giant, and I haven't gotten a purchase-based coupon at Giant in, I want to say, years. I've snagged a couple from self-checkout, because sometimes they'll print out the Catalina machine for other people, and they just leave them there. But I haven't gotten one of my own, and I can't even tell you how long. So I was really excited about that. It had been so long that I honestly wasn't sure how it would work with coupons. So I did a little bit of experimenting, and I did it with this transaction here. So let's talk about it. Okay, so we have a deal this week for buy 4 items and you get 400 points, specific items. The Propel is one of those items, and the PF Chang's is, and these Canada mini cans is also part of that deal. And then I also threw in the Snapple because they are part of two deals, two overlapping deals. So they're part of a deal this week where if you buy 6, you get 300 points. 300 points as 30 cents off a gallon of gas. And at 25 gallons, that will get you $7.50 in free gas if your region lets you pump 25 gallons. And then they're also part of the promotion that we had going on last week that we still have going on this week, apparently, where if you spend $15 on participating items, you'll get a $10 online gaming code where you can use it at different platforms like Apple or Google Play. We, my husband and son like to get games on Google Play, so it's like a free $10 on there, which is fantastic. So that's like overlapping, which is wonderful. The Propel is also attaching to, as it should, it's not like a glitch or something. The $3 off 4 coupon that we got in our email this morning for Pepsi products. And then we also have reimbursements for those on like Swag Bucks and Checkout 51 and things like that. Excuse me, guys, I'm sorry. So this is where I learned that paper coupons today do not play well with the spend $70, get $10 instant savings at Giant. If you got that coupon in your app or in your email, that is only good for yesterday, which was Thursday, today, Friday, and tomorrow, Saturday. At least that's what mine said. So you have the day that you have Friday, what's today, the 9th? Yeah, today's the 9th and tomorrow the 10th. And that would be the end of that coupon, at least the one that I got. So here's how it broke down for me. The Propel are normally $6.29 a piece. They're on sale for $4.50. So I picked up 8 of them. These were the only flavors that my store had. So hopefully I will like them. I got lemon and then like a kiwi strawberry. So that was $36 for 8 of them. Now that's doing the deal twice of buying 4 and getting 400 points. So I used the $3 digital coupon. I tried to use the $3 paper coupon. It kicked off the 10 off of 70. It doesn't seem to care about digitals. It does seem to care about paper coupons. So it makes it $33 for the 8 of those. I got 800 points back or $20 in free gas because 400 points is 40 cents off a gallon of gas times 25 gallons is $10 in free gas. Then I submitted my receipt to Swag Bucks to get back an additional $3 for the other 4 Propel. Because I did have the one digital for 3 off of 4, and then I submitted to Swag Bucks for $3 back on the other 4. So that would be $23 back on total on just those 8 Propel. Then I threw in 1 of the PF Chang's, the chicken lo mein, and 3 of these Canada Dry minis. Now this one, the Fruit Splash, is not tagged in store as being part of the buy 4 and get the 400 points, but it's right there with the rest of the Canada Dry minis that are tagged for that, but this one did not produce the points. So the reason I wanted to try the Fruit Splash is because we do have 1,100 points back on Fetch. Check your Fetch account for that. Up to 3 times when you buy those. So I figured it was worth a shot to see if they were part of the deal and get the Fetch rebate. They're not. So if you want to include the Canada Dry, don't get the Fruit Splash because they don't produce the points unless you think your store is just going to give them to you like they did, for me. So just pretend this is the regular Canada Dry, mini, if that's what you want to put in the transaction. So 3 of those is $15. No coupons for the PF Chang's or the Canada Dry. So those items, that's 4 more items in the buy 4 and get 400 points. So I did they gave me my 400 points for that at the customer service. So that's $10 in gas. And I did get the $3.30 back on Fetch for the Fruit Splash. So I got $13.30 back on that, set of 4 items as well. And then the Snapple, they're $2.50 a piece, so 6 will cost you $15. Now remember, these are their own deal. I just put all this together to use my 10 off of 70. So the Snapple is $15 for 6 of them, but I did get my 300 points or $7.50 in free gas. I also got my $10 game code, so I got technically $17.50 back, where I spent out $15 on the Snapple. So that was a little bit of a moneymaker. Then I had a extra choice point deal, and as soon as I finish explaining this transaction, I'm going to insert a little video on where you can check to see what other choice points deals that you have that are like specific to you. So for buying, I think it was like $35 in these kind of drinks, I did get another 175 choice points, which is $4.37 in gas. So I spent out $57, but got back $58.17, making this $70 in groceries, $1.17 moneymaker, which I thought was fantastic. Now, of course, it's not going to work, with this. So if you just throw in the regular Canada Dry, you will not get the $3.30 back on Fetch. But you won't have any problem getting your points then. So it would just make it like, I don't know, $2 and some change for all of these items, $70 worth of groceries. So that's just, I thought was amazing. And here's the thing that printed out for the game code. Now, if you did this 3 times last week, I only did it 2 times. It is like 3 times per household. So I was able to do it 1 more time this week. Okay, so if you're looking to see where your extra point deals are, you would just go into your Giant app, and it goes to like this home screen. And then down along the bottom, you'll see where it says Home and Shop, Save, Rewards, and Cart. If you go to Rewards, the little star, It'll show you like how many points you have right now. But just keep scrolling down on that screen and it'll say earn more points, and then you can view all, and then you can see what kind of extra point deals they gave you, for the month. Sometimes, they're worth working towards if it's stuff that you want. But this is where I had 175 choice points for spending a certain amount on those drinks. So that's how I was able to get the extra money for the drinks. But if you scroll down, it'll show you different ones that you might have. This is what they have given me. Some of them are only for a couple weeks. Some are to the end of the month. So you might get like new ones, periodically. So, that's the way that you can find the extra ones that you have. The next thing I picked up was the Martin's potato rolls. We never get deals on Martin's, and they are the only rolls my husband likes to eat. So I was really excited to see that they were included in the gas deal this week. So I got 3 regular, and there's one hot dog one in there. But they're also part of the buy 4 and get 400 points, which is $10 in free gas. So the Martins are normally $4.59 a piece, so 4 would cost you $18.36. But this week they're on sale for $3.49, so 4 would cost you $13.96. I did get my 400 points, no problem, giving me $7.50 back in free gas, making it $6.46, or just $1.61 a piece for the rolls. I went ahead and did the deal for buy 3 products and get $10 in instant savings. So this one here, the Wet Jet Wood, is on, it's clearance, not much on clearance, but it's only $7.87 for that one, and it is part of the deal, and we do have a $2 digital coupon for that. And then I went with the Draft because a friend of mine is having a baby, and her baby shower is going to be in a few months, and I want to start stocking up on stuff for her. And the Liquid has a $3 coupon, as opposed to all the other items that only have $2 coupons. And it's $9.99, and this has its own $2 coupon, and it's $9.99. So typically, those 3 items are all $10.99, $10.99, and $10.49. So it'd be $32.47 for the 3 of those. The 2 Draft products are on sale for $9.99 a piece, and the Swiffer is on a clearance for $7.87. So the total is $27.85. I had $7 in coupons come off, 3 for this Draft, 2 and 2. Making it $20.85, and then I also had the $10 come off for buying 3, making it, first it made $20.85, and then after the $10 instant savings, made it $10.85 for all 3 of them, or just $3.62 a piece. It'll probably work in a transaction of its own, but I did throw it in with these pickles and stuff. Just to make sure that the $10 in instant savings came off. My app said that this was in the aisle with the regular laundry products. It was not. This one was in the baby section. So if you can't find this in your regular aisle with the cleaning products and the laundry products, check the baby section. I also went ahead and did this deal. So there is a coupon in your app, and so you can do this up to 4 times, and I do enjoy these. So they will be $1.99 a piece this week when you clip that coupon up to 4 times. So they are normally $4.79. So they're on sale for $1.99, and you can do that up to 4 times for a savings of $2.80 per. The pickles is also a gas deal. We didn't really have much in the way of instant savings this week, but I love me some free gas, so I'm not complaining. Again, these are my husband's favorite pickles, and I feel like this is going to last me about a year, which is great. And they're good through July. These are good through July of 2026. So they are buy 6 and get 300 points, which is $7.50 in free gas. So the pickles are normally $2.99 a piece, so 6 will cost you $17.94. They're $2.50 a piece this week, so 6 is going to cost you $15, and I did get my 300 points, or $7.50 in free gas, making them just $7.50 for all 6 of them, or just $1.50 a piece. So this deal on the Aleve I thought was pretty good. It's just sort of kind of a random thing. So check your swag bucks, your inbox dollars, your my points. If you have it already clipped where it says $3.50 back when you buy 2 in this size, which I think that rebate is good for the 20 to the 50 count size, unclip it and then go back in, because the rebate is now $5 for 2. So if you have it clipped already and it says $3.50, just go in, remove it, and then when you go back in, it will have up to $5 back when you buy 2. And then we also have $1.50 back on each on Ibotta. Check your Ibotta account for that. So they are $5.79 a piece normally, so 2 will cost you $11.58. So they're on sale for $4.79 this week, so 2 will cost you $9.58. I got the $5. Well, it didn't pick it up right away on Swipebucks, but I'm sure I'll get that back. $5 on Swipebucks and $3 back on the Ibotta, making $1.58 for both of these Aleve, and that makes them only 79 cents a piece. And you can get like this back and muscle pain one or the regular one. They all seem to, work with the rebates. All right, so this is really the only thing that gave me trouble this week was the Method hand soap. You probably can't even really see that. This is one of my favorite scents, the Sweetwater. So we have a deal this week, which is 300 points when you buy 3 items. And they're all in like the healthcare, like beauty section. Now on the app, it says that these Method hand soaps are included, but I did not get my points. So you can take a chance with this if you want to. You can show them on your app. I just showed them on the app where it says you'll get the 300 points, and I showed them in the list of participating items where they're there. But for some reason, it's not producing the 300 points. But I did get them because they gave them to me. So they're normally $3.99 a piece, so 3 would cost you $11.97. They're $3.59 on sale, so 3 would cost me $10.77. Then they gave me my 300 points, or $7.50 in gas, making it $3.27, or just $1.09 a piece, and that is like my favorite scent. And the last thing I picked up at Giant this week was some clearance candy. So apparently this is being discontinued. This was on the very bottom shelf in the candy section, and it has all like the blow pops and all of that kind of stuff in it, all the Charms kind of candy. And they're normally $7.69, but they're on clearance for $1.92. So I picked one up because I figured my husband's son could take some to work, and maybe I'll like donate one or something like that. But that was just too good of a deal to pass up there. So if you have any questions at all, just pop them in the comments below. Thank you for taking the time to watch.